How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome. It's been a little while. I missed you all. People always ask me, Russell, how do you get so much stuff done? It's like, it doesn't make any sense. What do you do and how do you do it? And so I'm going to do some sessions talking about some of the stuff I do. Mike Stanzik was asking me, he's like, can you just do some posts about how you get so much stuff done and my work ethic, how I do stuff. So I thought it'd be fun to do some of those. So I'm not going to do it all at once. I'm going to break down little pieces of it so you guys get different pieces. But there's some core concepts that are very, very important. Delegation is part of it, Jimmy, as he knows, because I delegate a lot to him. But I want to share with you guys something today that I think is the foundation of it. So after you get the foundation, we can go a lot deeper. All right, cool. So some foundational things. Oh, crap. I can't start without our intro music. What am I thinking? Like, that would ruin the whole point of the show. So give me a second. We're going to flip this around. We're going to show some intro music, and then we can get started and get back to business. Give me 1 second here. All right. So now we can get back to business. So business today, how do I get so much crap done? How can you guys get more stuff done? So the first part all breaks down to a core philosophy I learned a while back. I had bought this course from John Carlton, who's one of the world's greatest copywriters of all time. And in the course, there's a bunch of these cassette tapes. And for some of you guys, you don't know what cassette tapes are. For the old people like me, I'm becoming an old man now. Cassette tapes are these little things you used to put in tape players, and you push play and you listen to it. And there were some tapes in that course I bought, and I think the tape was called like Scuttlebutt Interviews or something weird like that. So I was like, I don't even know what this means, but whatever. So I clicked and pushed play, and I started listening. And in there, it was Gary Halbert interviewing Michael Fortin, I think. I think that's who it was. Anyway, it doesn't really matter who it was. But in there, Gary Halbert was talking about a concept that he called lead or gold. And I never heard that before. And he said, look, this is how it works. He said, if you're in the Mexican mafia and you want to get some stuff done, he says a lot of times they'll go to government or parliament or whatever and be like, hey, we need you to change this law, right? And the government comes back and like, no, you're a moron. You're a drug dealer. We're not going to do this for you. And they're like, okay, no worries. And so what happens then, these mafia people, they break in that night to the government official's home, and they come next to their bed and they wake them up. And in one hand, they've got a gun. And the other hand, they got a stack of cash, a stack of gold. And they said, look, you need to change this law tomorrow. And if you do that, you got two options. Lead, you're going to be dead if you don't do it. Or gold, we're going to pay you if you do. So those are two options, lead or gold. Pick what you want. I think in Spanish it's plato or plomo, lead or gold. Like that's it. And it's amazing what you're able to get done when your only choices are lead or gold. Somehow, magically, laws get passed in different countries and things happen, right? And the problem most of us have is that we know that all of our timelines in our head are made up, right? Like, when you get this thing done, if you don't get done, you're like, I'll get done tomorrow. I'll get done mañana. Tomorrow I'll do it. Okay, we push things till tomorrow. We push things till tomorrow. And because of that, guess what happens? Nothing ever happens. You keep pushing things off, and soon your goal, your plan is like, hey, I'll get this done this week or next week or the week, whatever that is. It gets pushed off mañana, and means it never happens. Okay, and so for me, I learned a long time ago that if I'm going to get things done, if I'm going to get crap done, I got to set a lead or gold deadline in my head, and it has to stick. Okay. Which is why, as you can ask people here on my team, we stick to deadlines, and then after the deadline's set, we try to hit that deadline no matter what. Like, it's lead or gold. Either we're going to die or we're going to get paid a bunch of cash. And that's like our only two options. And when we have those as our only two options, guess what happens? Somehow crap gets done. We stay up all night long. We do all-nighters. We drink caffeine to keep us awake. Whatever it takes to get it done, but we do not leave until it's finished on our lead or gold date. And that is the difference between people who are getting stuff done and those who aren't, is you're not sticking to deadlines. So for a good example is last week, some of you guys knew we had our ClickFunnels hackathon, right? I did a bunch of videos on that with everyone here. And last day I wrote down my to-do list of what I had to get done before the live event, which is right there at the end of March on my calendar. So if you guys don't have your tickets yet, by the way, they're selling like crazy. Go to funnelhacking.com, get your live event, because they will be gone soon. We'll be jacking the price up soon, because supply and demand is an amazing thing. And as the demand supply drops, the demand is going up. Anyway, ticket prices are going up, so make sure you're there. Justin's got his ticket. He's going to be there. Anyway, so I was looking at everything I have to get done before here, and it's insane. Like, between now and that event, not only do I have to finish filling the event and those things on there, we have a bunch of stuff we're rolling out. And so I made a list of, here's everything I have to get done before in the next like basically 6 weeks, right? So each of these individual lines right here is typically what most marketers or business people do an entire year. Like I was really kind of laughing, like anyway, and each one of these is like one thing. I listened to these a lot. And I was like, crap, I'm never going to be able to get this all done in time. Like that's more stuff. There's more stuff than the time we have allotted. But I was like, I have got to, like, I have to though. Like I have no choice. It's letter gold. Like I have to get this stuff done. And so I sat down and we have this big, huge calendar. Who here wants to see the big calendar? All right, come here. I'll check you guys out. I'll show you guys this. This is kind of fun. This is my calendar where I run like the mass of my life so I can kind of see everything. Then this calendar right here we just got, I'll show you right here. It's like the biggest calendar of all time. So I started mapping out, you see all the dates and stuff, like what the core things, each week is focusing on one rollout of one core element or one core thing I'm trying to get done. So you can see like there's January and there's February. So I just mapped out those. So that's kind of the macro, right? So like this week, this thing has to be done. And then this thing and this thing is like, those are all things that have to be done each week. Okay. So that's, you go digital. I've tried digital, you guys. That stuff is a scam. It does not work. You know, as much as I've tried digital, it doesn't work, you guys. I still have things digital as well, but this is like, I can look at here and see my life. Digital is a nightmare. So anyway, so there you go. So there's the big things happening each week. And then I had to break it down to like day by day what has to happen. And so I basically set out each day what I have to get done for, and if I don't get it done, everything else collapses. So I have a letter goal every single day. So for example, today I had to finish the ClickFunnels certification sales letter, or excuse me, not certification, the ClickFunnels sales letter for new funnel we're launching for ClickFunnels. Okay, now that sales letter would take me typically probably a week to write, but I had 1 day to write it. So guess what I had to do? I had to write it in 1 day. And so I sat down here and I just freaking worked my butt off. I didn't eat or drink or think or anything until it was done. And guess what? It got done. It's 4 o'clock and I'm done. And it turned out pretty good, I think. We'll find out if it converts, but I'm really proud of it. Okay. And then tomorrow I have to work on the ClickFunnels certification funnel that we are launching here next week. So tomorrow I'm building that entire certification funnel, webinar funnel, everything like that. Okay. Which typically, again, someone spend a whole like year, a month. I have 1 day. Letter gold, I have to get it done, right? And then I've got Wednesday, we have 21 training videos we're getting done. And so Wednesday, I have the whole day blocked out, just do nothing but 21 training videos. And I'm going to get all 21 done. Or someone said, do you have time? Do you have your poop scheduled? I need to add that in because sometimes no, just kidding. Will the quality be the same if you rush? That's a good question. So the question is, what's better? What's more important, quality or quantity, or quitting getting stuff done or having quality? I'm a big believer in iterations, right? Getting the first thing live and then fixing it and making it better and making it better and making it better. Some people want perfection and they never get things live. So I'm a big believer in iterations. So version 1 of the sales letter is done today. Version 1 of the certification funnel will be done tomorrow, and we keep moving on from there. But if you look at that, basically every single day for the next, I have my letter gold, and some things I have 1 day on, some things I have 2 days on. And, but that's what it is. And you will see from now till Funnel Hacking Live, you'll be like, Russell, how is that even possible? It doesn't make any sense. You must not sleep at night. You must spend all day at the office. But it's not true. I still spend all morning with my kids. I come here to the office. I go home at night. I'm playing with my kids. I worked out this morning. I'm going to be goofing off. I'm watching The Bachelor tonight. Not that I would admit that live. but if it was, you know, come on, guys. This is the best show on TV right now. So I'm watching that tonight. I'm spending time with my wife. A lot of other stuff's happening, but the reason why is because I just set deadlines and we stick to them. And there's this weird thing, and there's some law behind it. I don't know if it's Pareto's or one of the other ones, but we as humans have this weird thing where like there's this expanse of time, right? And that expanse, like whatever you like, we will fit all the time we have, right? Like if you work 8 hours a day, somehow you'll magically fit all 8 hours a day in that day. But if you only have 4 hours that day, you'll get it done in 4 hours. Like it's this weird thing. I noticed this thought when I'm like leaving on a trip. Like I have a plane leaving at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I got like 3 hours in the office. I got to go. I'll get done more in those 3 hours than I do the entire typical day. Right? And so if we're tricking our mind to lead and goal and focusing on that, you can get stuff done that would take normally 8 or 12 or 10 hours. You can get done in 2 or 3 hours because you shift your focus. So that's kind of that's the foundation of how all this stuff works. Like I said, between the Marketing Quickie Show and Marketing Your Car, I'm talking a lot more about that over the next probably week or two, just to hopefully give you guys some more ideas on stuff. But that's the foundation, is the letter gold. And so Parkinson's Law. Thank you, Nora. She's so much smarter than me. Okay, so Parkinson's Law is that law where we will fill up the expanse of time if we have it. So anyway, just wanted to give that to you guys, and hopefully with the stuff you're doing is lay it all out like a sheet like this, and then sign a date to each thing, and then stick to those dates. And that's it. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, it's all about iterations. Okay, you think about it. If Microsoft Word, if they waited to make that perfect, they still wouldn't have launched it. Okay, in fact, any software, right? If we wait for ClickFunnels to be perfect, guess who would not be making 500 grand a day in ClickFunnels? Our members, right? And so that's the big key, guys, is get it as close as you can and then iterations and work on it and make it better and better and better. But don't make it perfect ahead of time, and pick a letter gold date and stick to it, because likely if you stick to it, your gift will be not the lead, but the gold. All right, that's what I got for you guys today. Was that good? Did you guys have a good time today on Marketing Quickie Show? If you did, then please go to marketingquickieshow.com and share this episode or other episodes with your friends or family. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out today. I had a great time. And make sure you're listening to the podcast, marketinginyourcar.com. Make sure you're hanging out on all of our Periscopes. More free stuff will be happening. And do not miss the funnel hacking event. Otherwise, everything I'm saying here is in vain, because if you don't trust me enough to come to that event, it's not even worth it, because that event is going to be insane. So there you go. Podcast is at marketinginyourcar.com. Periscope is at marketingquickieshow.com. And the event at funnelhacking.com. All right, guys. Appreciate you all. Have an amazing day. And I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. Bye.